Good evening, everybody. We are here at the finals of the Ken Suter Classic here in Welch, where the Welch Lady Wildcats will be hosting the Dewar Lady Dragons in the finals of this year's Classic. At this time, they're going to have the playing of the national anthem, and we're just going to go to silence and let you listen through the headset. Along with starting lineups for Welch, number 25, Anna Villa, number 24, Nikki Betnowski, number 23, Whitney Godwin, excuse me. And Dragons get the tip. Work things around. Skyler takes a look at it, going to start things off. Rebound saved there by Lele. Lele back to Phillips. Phillips off the glass. First shots didn't go. Applying the pressure here. Feltnowski ahead to number 5, Etzel. Cammie Etzel, number 5, number 24. Getting swarmed there. Dragons pursue. Slapped away by Tall J. She's on the break. She's going to go take it right down the middle. Kicks over to Phillips. Phillips looks at it from 3. Kicks it back to Lele. Over to Bree. Lets it fly. No good. Rebound on the backside. Good place to be. There was Lele Carter. Gives it to Phillips. Gets the assist. The Dragons in the books here. The first score of the night. Skylar Phillips with 2. Dragons lead at 2-0. 6:54 to go here in the first quarter. Got her inside, number 25, as Villa kicks it out to Godwin. Godwin looks over the left side, lets it fly. Number 5, Etzel, no good. Rebounded by Phillips. Phillips comes away with it. Dragons running the floor, trying to get it down the floor. Ahead to Bear. Bear's going to penetrate, drive. Knocked away there by the Welch Lady Wildcats. They go the other way. 2-0, 6:23 to go. Reagan Thomas to check in. Foul's called there, a little reaching foul there by Skylar Phillips, her first personal, first team foul of the quarter. Start out anew each quarter, so it's the bonus is 5 1/4. You go to the line to shoot 2. Pass over the side. Dragons applying the pressure, trying to get a trap. Got it set. She's trying to pivot out of pressure. It's tie ball. And the possession arrows in favor of the Wildcats of Welch. Dragons getting the opening tip this evening. 6:05 to go, 2-0 Dragons. Over the Lady Dragons over the Lady Wildcats here in the finals. The Ken Suter Classic. Etzel drives. Loses the ball, stolen away there by Tajay Lewis. Ahead to Harville. Harville lays it off the glass, no good. Reagan Thomas scrambles for it. Phillips on the floor. There's hustling all over the floor. It's got to settle down. Number 24, Netkowski, has it taken away by Tajay Lewis. Here we go on the break. Tajay makes the pass to Bree. Bree kicks it out to Lele. Lele lets it fly. No good. Rebounded by Etzel. Etzel's going coast to coast, bounces it over, tries to get the assist on the backside. She'll reset. Feltnowski. The top to Villa. Villa over the corner. Taken away by the Dragons. Here comes Phillips, 1-on-2. Puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Etzel. Coach Godwin wants a timeout. Well, Matt, here the first 3 minutes, a whole lot of action, but I ain't a whole lot happening. Well, I think they got to settle down and just get adjusted to it's another game. We're just going to have to go play, and everybody, we're in the same boat. So I just think they need to relax. I think the pressure's good. We're getting some looks. We just need to space a little bit and get things going. Dragons are going to now amp the full court pressure like they did last night and get the tempo going. Etzel has it. Back to Villa. Villa looks to Fetkowski. Fetkowski over to the side to Etzel. Etzel throws to the corner. Shot up. Etzel on the backside gets the rebound. Knocked away by Bear. She's knocked to the floor there. That's what they call here. A foul on number 23. Will be on Nicole Feltnowski. Excuse me, of Whitney Godwin. Her first personal, first team foul. 4:44 to go. Dragons lead this one 2-0. A little patience here, working some spacings down. See what they can get. Laney Taylor in the lineup. During the foul, Laney gets it. She kicks it out. Bear drives, penetrates, kicks back to Phillips. Phillips looks at it. Got Tall J at the top. Bear needed to go meet that pass. Slapped away there by Villa. Villa's going to take it to the rack. Puts it up. She's fouled on Kyla Bear. That'll be her first personal. Second team foul against the Lady Dragons here. 4:10 to go. Dragons still up 2-0. Sending Anna Villa to the line for a pair for the Lady Wildcats. Free throw up. Swish or sweep. 2-1. Dragon lead. Second one in there. Rolls in. Tied at 2. 4:10 to go. Here come the Lady Dragons on their possession. Lady Taylor down in the short corner on the left side. Reagan Thomas rotates over inside to Tall J. Tall J puts up a shot, no good. Knocked away by Felkowski. She has it. Pressure amped up. Got a trap set there. 10 seconds. Got to get it across the line. Laney knocks it out. Had the trap set, almost got there. I think Coach Castleberry is going to keep the pressure going. He wants to play the up tempo. Drives, knocked away by Taylor. Laney playing a hustling defense tonight. Reagan down at the bottom, along with J. Lewis. You have the basketball. Knocked away by Thomas. Here come the Lady Dragons, have a little more savvy. Need to get their spacing worked out. Going to call the foul there on Cami Etzel. Her first personal, second team foul against the Wildcats. Tied at 2. 3:17 to go. Here comes Bree. Here comes Lele. Tajay taking a rest along with Laney. Laney give us some valuable minutes there on defense for us tonight. Phillips has the basketball, patiently working. I think they need to get a little more movement going, which we're getting now. Got to get her down the short corner. Lobs inside to Lele, kicks it back out to Phillips. Phillips, hand her face with the runner. Floating runner goes in, give it to her. 4 on the night for Skylar Phillips. Dragons up 4-2. Pressure continued to be. Turnover, Phillips has it, momentarily taken back. Oh, good hustle here. Phillips knocks it loose again. 2-on-1 on the backside, puts up the shot. Nice drive to the rack there by Whitney Godwin. We're tied at 4. 4-4 with 2:26 to go here in the first quarter. Lele Carter with it on the wing. Inside to Bear. Bear kicks it out to Bree for 3. Bree no good. Rebound long, Phillips has it. She's going to drive. Dishes to Lele. Lele looks at it. Over to Bree for 3 again. Cha-ching! A Dragon money ball. Bree Harvell. (7-4). Worked that basketball around. Shot up by Godwin, no good. Here comes Bree on the attack. Knocked and hit right there by number 25, which was Villa. Villa ahead to Etzel. Etzel missed it. Bear with the rebound. Out to Lele. Ice the puck. Here we go the other way. Over the corner. Bree lets it fly. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Villa. Villa has it. Head to number 20, Wiggin. 7-4 Dragons, 1:14 to go. An unforced turnover right there. Dragons putting the pressure. She thought the girl was going to break. She didn't alley when she should have ooped, and the Dragons get the turnover. Lele Carter to the bench. Bring in Tajay. Bree lets one fly for 3 out of bounds. Just getting to adjust the sights there. He gets some ball movement, get it inside out, kick it out. Everybody a little flat here in the opening quarter. Dragons putting the pressure. Head to Etzel. Etzel over to Felskowski. Kowski back to Etzel, who drives. Throws over to Godwin and a turnover again. 46 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Dragons up 7-4. Need to add to that lead. Bear looks at it. Laney Taylor in the lineup. Laney kicks it over to Phillips. Down the short corner to Laney Taylor. Taylor bounced past to Tajay, goes away. Etzel has it, comes this way, come the Lady Wildcats of Welch. Comes to a jump stop. Kicks it over to Villa. Villa looks at it from the elbow. Kicks it over to the side. Shot was put up there by Felkowski. Rebounded this time, and on that pass out, Dragons get it. Phillips on the attack. Phillips puts a runner up, and it's off the glass and in. Give it to her. 6 on the night for Skylar. The horn comes to a close. The end of the first quarter, the Dragons 9, Wildcats 4. Nine to 4, Dragons lead this one. Bree Harvell with 3, 6 points for Skylar Phillips. Dragons have been their best when they on the break and run the lanes well and have some spacing, kind of getting bunched up, trying to get in too big a hurry. Also need to, once we get the ball and have a break, we need to break to our spots. And I think Coach Castleberry and Coach Thomas and Coach Lawson will get that worked out. The pressure's there. Give up 4 points in the first quarter. The Dragons can build on that lead. That's a 20-point lead if you beat them by 5 every quarter. So just have to see how that translates. But I think Coach Sean Godwin here with the Welch Lady Wildcats has other ideas. Dragons have the ball coming out of the break.
Yeah, I know it's still early, but some of these 3 balls will start falling eventually. They get hot, we'll be in business.
Dragons inbound at the start here. The original cast of characters backside. That little lob they do inside to Lele Carter. Give it to her. 11-4 lead. Well, they just got to be sure on their passing here. They're being harassed. Felkowski inside to Villa. Villa's going to work herself into the lane. She draws the foul. She just kind of parks herself in the lane, and when she gets on the high post, she's going to go, lowers the shoulder, and we were gullible enough to foul. That's on Lele Carter, her first team foul this quarter, but Villa at the line. She has 3 points on the night, all from the charity stripe, a chance for a 4th, and cut this lead up and in. 4 on the night for her. 6 points for the Welch Lady Wildcats. She has 4 of them, all from the charity stripe. Dragons lead by 5. Bree has it. See a little more movement in the offense now. Phillips, they trap her. Pivots out of pressure, gets it to Bear. Bear dribbles it, lays it on the floor and off the foot of Felkowski and out of bounds. That is a mouthful.
Inside down there.
Dragons will be inbounding the ball right side under the bucket. Lele looks at it. She drives, kicks over to Bear. Bear lets one fly for 3. Rebounded on the backside there by Felkowski. She's trapped immediately by Bear.
Dribble there.
And Phillips. They call a jump ball. They had her trapped. Possession there in favor of Welch. 7:05 to go here in the second period. Dragons lead by 5, 11-6. Godwin has it, passes over to Etzel. Etzel's on the floor as we are getting after it. Skylar Phillips got after it. Jump ball situation. Dragons will take over. .646 to go. Bear drives. Wants to dish on the backside to Tall J. She goes up. She's fouled. That's good play there. Got her in the short corner and worked it and got it to her.
Good attack by Bear right there.
Tall J. First free throw of the night. Up, off the iron, no good. Jinkster. Free throw's going to be key tonight. Second one, Swisher sweet. 12-6. Lady Dragons 12-6. They're going to call the foul on Lele Carter. She basically tripped over her own shoe. Charge the foul to Lele Carter. Her second personal. Second team foul this quarter for the Lady Dragons. Over to Godwin. She's going to drive. Kicks it over the corner. Up, no good. Looks like she's over the back. They're going to call the foul down there on Todd J. Lewis.
Could have been over the back, but we got to do a better job of putting a body on them if we want that call.
Putting Godwin, Whitney Godwin on the line. She hits the first free throw. 6 for 6 on the free throws line tonight for one field goal. The rest of it has been free throws. Lele puts up a shot. Blocked by Godwin. And off the hand of Tall J and out of bounds. We go the other way. 12-8. Dragons lead with 6 minutes to go. Amping the pressure here. Try to get that trap set. Here comes Phillips. Trying to get, she picks up her dribble at the timeline. Edsel dribbles across, gets to Godwin. Godwin back on top to Petkowski.
She got away
They're going
with
to call the foul. They're going to call the foul on Lele. They're going to call the foul on Kyla Bear. Her second personal, 14 foul. That'll be a free throw shooting contest we can't get in. Stolen there by Bree Harville. Ahead to Bear. Bear on the breakaway. She's going to go to the lane. She drops it up. No good. Rebounded by Phillips. Phillips kicks it out. Drives in. She shoots the runner. No good. Rebounded by Lele Carter. Lele for two. Backs it up. Dragons lead 14-8. 23 has it. They're going to call the foul on Bear from behind. That's her third personal.
These officials are going to have to get control of this game. It's getting pretty chippy. 24 with a little stiff arm a while ago and resulted in us getting a foul.
Called foul on Kyla Bear. That's her third personal. That sends her to the bench. She's one of our go-getters out there. It's going to send Godwin to the line. Free throw up and in. They're automatic. They have been exquisite from the free throw line tonight. One field goal. The rest of 7 points off of free throws. And it's a free throw shooting contest we can't get in with the fouls at 5-1. They finally missed one. I'd put the old jinx on. 14-9. Shot on the way by Bree for three. Rebounded by Tall J. Tall J's going up. Tall J for two. Give it to her. Tall J Lewis. 3 on the night for her. 16-9. Oh, here we go. Godwin lets it fly, and it's in. They take it back. Edsel. Cammie Edsel for three. 16-12. Over the head of Lainey Taylor and out of bounds. 4:49 to go. Trying to get it over the timeline. Lainey Taylor with the trap. She knocked it away. Lainey, good defense there. Tall J has it, bringing it on the attack. Kicks it over to Bree. She lets it fly. No good. Rebound on the backside with the runner up. No good is Phillips, and the rebound goes to Villa. Coach Goblin calls a timeout.
I'd like to see us be a little bit more patient on offense. We can get whatever shot we want, but we're kind of letting it rip early. Just a little bit more patience, and I think we'll be all right.
Well, defense been good. We've done some things, but they're calling these little touch fouls, and it's got us in deal that when we do foul or if we do get in a situation where it's are we in position or not, those things, they're going to the free throw line, and they have hit 7 of 8 free throws.
Yeah.
So,
and we've attacked.
And they had a 3-point basket, so they've got 2 field goals. The rest has been from the free throw line.
We've attacked the bucket a lot more than them. You'd think we would be getting some of those foul calls, but
and I thought we've been as aggressive as they have going in.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just see what adjustments are made. Coach Castleberry up, barking the commands. Hopefully made some adjustment. He's going to continue the pressure. Continue to work it. Back into Etzel. She shoots it. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow goes in favor of the Lady Wildcats. Dewar up 16-12 over Welch with 4:18 to go in the half. Inbounds pass. Etzel puts up a shot. No good. Tajay's going on the attack. Tajay going coast to coast. She goes the rack up, and the foul's going to be called there on number 24, Nicole Filkowski.
We forced some tough shots, but we've got us in the possession with a defensive rebound.
Tajay's free throw up and in. 17-12 Dragons lead. Tajay has one more free throw. Off the glass and off the iron. Loose balls. Lele went after it. She's on the floor. They didn't call a jump ball there. There's a trap coming in. Going in. Backdoor pass to Villa. Villa missed it. There's a scramble for it and a scrum on the floor. And they called the foul on Vanessa Aguilar. Her first personal, their third team foul. I said on Aguilar that's a Wiggin. Her
they call
second.
some tic-tac stuff, and then they let that
Laney Taylor.
go on.
Nice pass inside. Thomas puts up the shot. No good. Laney on the backside. Stolen by Laney Taylor. Phillips is going to let it fly. She pivots out, decides to give it to Bree. Reagan's got it, kicks it back out to Tall J. They're going to call a foul. See who they called that one on. Called that on number 20. That is Majin Wiggin, her third personal. 4th team foul. Dragons one away from getting in the bonus. We'll say this, Thomas and Laney have came in, Taylor have came in and done their job. Stirred things up. Bree for 3, no good. Rebound. Tall J goes after it. There's a scrum on the floor. Jump ball, possession, arrow Dragons. Good hustle by Laney Taylor. Tajay Lewis, and then Phillips jumping in the fray. Both teams just hustling for every loose ball right now. Little stack inbounds. Laney rotates out. She's going to look. She drives. Sets it back out. They're going to call her with a double dribble. Turnover on the Lady Dragons. 3:13 to go. Here in the half. Dragons up by 5. Villa with the basketball. Crosses the timeline. Stops to Feltkowski. Feltkowski to Godwin. Godwin at the top to Dollinson. Number 32, Dollinson in the lineup. Villa down low on the block. Tipped away by Tall J. She goes after it. Continue to work to the corner, back to the top. That's a backcourt violation. Dragon defense all over that. Created a long pass that went our way. Need to do something this possession. 2:41 to go.
Yeah, Tajay with the deflection there that kind of got them out of sync there on the offensive end.
Phillips on the runner. It's in. 8 on the night for Skylar Phillips. Dragons increase their lead to 7, 19-12. Backcourt tipped away, I guess, by Lainey Taylor. Stolen by Phillips. Phillips saw it by herself. Use your body. Draw the contact. Phillips is fouled. Going to call that on number 24, Nicole Filkowski. Her second personal. Send Phillips to the line for her first 2 free throws of the evening. She has 8 on the night. Chance to add to that tally. Up and in. Rolled around and found his way through. Take it any way we can get it. Off the iron and no good. Rebounded there by Etzel. Cammie Etzel. She's going to take it right down. Works it over to Filkowski. Filkowski from the elbow. Off behind the arc for 3. Cuts it back to 5.
That one banked in. Maybe we'll get one of those in a minute.
Lainey Taylor, Tall J from the free throw line with the sweet baby jumper. Finds its way in. That was a sweet baby jumper by Tall J. 22-17. Lainey amping the pressure. Bree goes for the steal, backs off. Etzel. Kavia from behind is Reagan Thomas. Johnny on the spot. Just what we needed there. Lainey Taylor tried to make a pass, ended up carrying the basketball. Bless her heart, she tried to get it done, but turnover. Working the right side this time. Reagan on the back side, along with Tall J. Fronts in front. Taj out putting some pressure on.
Getting pretty,
looks at it.
Getting pretty chippy down there with Reagan and number 32.
Jump ball possession arrow goes to the way of the Welch Lady Wildcats.
I think Reagan got the better end of that deal.
Lainey Taylor ties it up. Good hustle by Lainey, making up for the little boo-boo on the last possession. She redeemed herself there.
Yeah,
they were going to go for one shot.
She's made some mistakes, but, man, she's playing hard, and that's all you can ask.
Bree for 3.
There we go.
A Dragon money ball when we needed it. 6 on the night for her. Lewis, Taylor, just continuing to harass. Villa looks at it. She laid it on the floor and shuffled her feet. Dragons up 10. Coach Castleberry wanted to be aware of the time. Going to go for one shot here.
This clock keeper has not been stopping the clock on time and started that one before we even got it inbounded.
Phillips is going to control the destiny here. 5 seconds to go. Kicks it over to Laney. Laney has it. She drives. Goes inside to Taylor, and Taylor kicked it out for Bree a little slow. But the Dragons up by 10 at the half. Matt, we'll have the scoring here for Welch tonight. Cammie Etzel with the trifecta. She has 3. Whitney Godwin was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. She has 5 on the night. A trifecta by Nicole Filkowski and 4 free throws by Anna Villa. 3 field goals for them all night. Dragons finally got to go to the free throw line. 4 out of Lele Carter tonight. 2 3-pointers by Bree, and that was a biggie just before the half. And then Skylar Phillips with 9. Lele Carter slaving away down there with doing the grunt work inside, and boy, that was some good work for her tonight. And she has 6 on the evening. But then the girls coming off the bench have played well, filled in the spots they need to, especially with Bear in foul trouble with 3 early. Got to change what they were wanting to do.
Yeah, I feel like everyone that's come off the bench has been a good contributor and kind of filled the role that they're asked to fill, brought some toughness and energy off the bench. That's always important in these tournaments. You know, day 3 of a tournament, you know, legs are a little dead, but couldn't ask for more effort out of these girls. They played hard. The shots will start falling for them, I'm sure.
Welch, 7 of 8 from the free throw line tonight, has been their big deal. Dragons 3 of 6. Well, I guess y'all had an eventful day today as y'all got to do a little sightseeing in Missouri.
Yeah, we went to the Show Me State and went to eat at Cane's in Joplin, and then toured the mall there in Joplin for about 2.5 hours and got some Christmas shopping done.
Well, I know I made the journey home last night. Dina Joy wasn't here. She went to a concert, and she wanted to come back up and be at the team, and I told Coach Casper I'd get her back up here. We got home, and I no more than laid down, but I got more sleep than I normally get anyhow, so I didn't get up till about 6. And I got her up and around, and she slept in the car, and then she put her makeup on. We were coming into Miami, and then we went to Woody's and ate breakfast and brought her over to the motel where y'all were staying and dumped her off, visited for a little bit. I drive back home, load up all the equipment, bring my people with me, and we're here tonight, but it's like I've been coming north, going back, north and south. I know the way up here every way you want to go. I even missed the turnoff and got us here by going the long way around.
I think I did that Tuesday. We did have an eventful night at the hotel. We had a fire department had to come because the hot tub room steamed everything up and set the fire alarms off, and then they checked a couple rooms, and I don't know, honestly, it felt like we were getting harassed a little bit. They were on us, had a complaint from a guy that came out in the hallway not fully clothed, and it was a pretty eventful night at the Holiday Inn Express in Miami, Oklahoma.
Did Jake get any driving time in today?
He drove quite a bit. I only seen him hit one curb.
Oh, that's a good trip for us. Memories were made on this trip. See, it's going to be those little things we remember. It's going to be those little things we remember. At school, we return Monday. I think Monday night is the kids' Christmas program, is it not? With the little ones all the way through. They're having a Christmas program with all the kids. The elementary is going to have their Christmas program Monday night, I believe. So if you get a chance, come out to that. We did get to see that, I think it was might have been the first grade class. The first grade class is doing that Alvin and the Chipmunk song. And I think it's going to be really good. They sounded good in rehearsal. And I thought that it was during Coach Castleberry's time, and it looked like he was directing things or he was there for choreography. And he said, "Don't laugh, he's done it before." He actually did choreography and had to do the Christmas program one year at Morris when everybody was sick over the holidays, and he kind of inherited that as being the PE teacher, and he could jump in. So they were there for that. And that was a big basketball game last night. I thought that was for Baxter Springs is young. They get after it. It's early in the season for us. But that game last night was about as good a basketball game as you'd see on television. I mean, it was cleanly played for the most part. It got a little chippy here and there, but overall that was a good ball game.
Yeah, Baxter is a really well-coached team. It's up there in Kansas, and ironically, their head coach owns the land south of me there in Okemah, so we were joking around about buying whoever won the game had to pay for the fence between us, but we decided we weren't going to put that in the hands of high school kids. But no, they came out with a lot of energy, and they had a good student section, and their bench was pretty hyped up, and our kids, you know, we came out a little bit flat and got off to a slow start. But once we kind of settled in with the pace of the game, our physicality and our energy just took over, and had some guys come off the bench and play a big role like we need them to, and you know, had a couple different guys in the scoring column, and it's just a really balanced effort from our team, and I was pretty proud of them.
You know, there were times where when Tanner got his 4th foul and we had to go put people in, it was like those minutes were valuable minutes. They may not have scored a lot at that point, but they made the right decisions, played good defense, caused some turnovers. And basketball is a game of runs. We were able to get on some runs. The big dunk last night by Sir Joseph was awesome. And then, you know, there were times that there was a move that Jaron Bryson put down that I've been thinking, man, he need to be doing that. He's a senior, and he should have been doing that more in his career. But it was just everybody that contributed. And on the floor, hustle, I mean, it was just both teams.
Yeah, 3 guys that came off the bench specifically, Johnny Wilson, Bentley Thrall, and Seth Hudson gave us really good minutes. Seth came in, and he actually hit a short jumper from the top of the key because their post guy wouldn't come out, and kind of got us started on the scoring, played good defense. And Bentley and Johnny just played really good on both ends. Johnny, you know, he scored a couple buckets, but you know, anything we get from him scoring-wise, we'll take it. But he just came in and settled down the offense and got us into the sets, and just made a lot of right decisions that helped us take the lead and keep it.
That was about I'm just saying, early in the season, and I think that we got more out of that playing someone we don't know than if we would have played, you know, somebody in our conference or closer. And I think coming up here tonight, this has been a good. Welch girls are pretty well coached. I mean, this has been a good tournament. Just what we've got to see, and playing the 3 games the way we had to play them, you know, we kind of spaced it out, but we had to get to play some back-to-back. We're going to have to do that later in the playoffs, you know, when you get to, and if you have 3-day tournament where you play all 3 days, you get leg weary. That's part of you have to play through. So,
yeah, and the Baxter Springs coach, he mentioned after the game how physical we were. He said, you guys are just way too physical for us, and I felt like that was a big part of the game. And Joseph Moore, you know, his dunk brought some energy, but when Joseph first came to Dewar in summer ball, you know, he's 6'3", and he can play above the rim, but he wasn't really doing that this summer. He would get the ball and kind of fade away, but last night he played like a man and played physical, and realized that when he jumps up there and squares his shoulders, there's not very many people that's going to be able to block his shot without fouling him.
We're about a minute and a half from the second half, but we're halfway there. The Dragons lead us. You know, you're just talking about, ironically enough, the coach owns the land there by you.
Yeah.
We were driving up. I knew this, but I had forgotten this. Dina's dad, Elwin Grubb, was born in Welch, Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
They were visiting. Visiting up here, family that lived in Welch, and they lived down by Henrietta, but they were up here. Well, when it came time to deliver, they were in Welch, Oklahoma. So I think he lived the first couple of weeks up here at Welch with his mom and his aunt were up here, and so that was kind of interesting tie there to think that we have a tie to Welch, and then we had, you know, Dewar beating Welch in the state finals, and this is named after Ken Suter, who's the Wiley Ryle of Welch. He coached everything, did everything here, and we beat them in the finals, and that's one of those rough spots that they have. But been a good time up here, good tournament. Hope to come back next year. Second half underway. Wildcats with a backcourt violation right off the get-go. Catched it, went back. Can't do that. Tajay has it inside, works her move, and it falls. We score the first 2 points. Tajay Lewis with 2 more. Still putting the pressure on. Bear back and line up, starting 5 back on the floor. Welch continuing to work the ball around, looking inside. Down low is Wiggin on the post to the left side. Bear has it. She takes it. She's going to the left side. Lays one up. She was kind of shoved. Got a little nudge. They didn't call it. And then when it dribbles out of bounds is Whitney Godwin. Turnover. Right back. Up 12. Add to that lead here coming out of the locker room. 7:05 to go. Dragons lead by 12. Bree lets it fly. Rebounded by Lele. Lele back to Bree, over to Phillips. Bear resets. Inside to Tall J. Tall J kicks it out to Lele. To Bree. Nice catch and shoot right there. Tall J over the rebound. Lays it up. No good. Rebounded there by Villa. She's on the attack. Stolen away by Bree Harville. Harville gets it back to Phillips. Scramble on the floor. Thank you. And out of bounds and off the hand there of Whitney Godwin. Dragons will have the basketball. Ball on the floor. Getting in there. Tajay Lewis hustle tonight there. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of the Dragons. 6:15 to go here in the third quarter. Finals of the Kenda Suter Invitational Classic here in Welch. Tajay has it, kicks it out. Here comes Phillips with drive, dishes back to Tajay. Tajay tries to put it up. Thought it was knocked out of bounds by them, but it must have been off her knee and out. So the ball goes the other way.
Lady Dragons have really made an effort to get the ball inside to Tajay to start the second half. Even if she can't score, maybe a little inside-out action, but you can tell that was one of the adjustments.
Godwin with the basketball now. They're contesting every pass. That was a nice little move right there by Cammie Etzel. Got that, kind of made a move and laid it up and made it in. 10-point lead for the Lady Dragons now as they cut it to 10. Inside to Tajay. Tajay kicks it back to Bear. Bear lets it fly. No good. Rebounded there by Wiggin. Wiggin ahead. Over to Etzel. Etzel off the glass and in. Cammie Etzel was 7, and it's back to 10. Back to 8. 27-19. Phillips has the ball, resets the offense. Tajay at the top. She's going to drive the rack, goes up. No call. 3 of them on her. Pass ahead to Fitkowski. Fitkowski dips it to Villa. Villa off the glass. Anna Villa. And with that basket there, they'll call a timeout. 27-21, the Welch Wildcats on a little run.
Give a little shout out. I think the Jones family is watching at home, getting a little heckling from them. Did want to shout out Traber, though, as an 8th grader. Got a dunk in our junior high game the other day at Midway. It's pretty impressive to get a dunk anyway, but as an 8th grader, it's something special, and I know his mom and dad were really proud of him, as we all were.
And we know that he got his jumping talent from his grandpa, Billy Green.
Definitely.
They used to call him Sky Green, didn't they?
I believe so. That's what we called him at Okema, I know.
That's what he called himself, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We grandpas take the credit. 4:39 to go. Dragons lead by 6. Dragons come out, jumped it to a 12-point lead, and it's a 6-0 run on the part of the Welch Lady Wildcats. This is their tournament. They said, you're going to have to earn it. Coach Godwin does a good job with his troops. I just thought that the game here, we weren't on them. He's only played 5-6 players all night. And we keep running some people in. We'll just see. Phillips going to drive. She's going to dish. Back on top to Bear. Bear's going to let it fly. No good. Knocked away. Stolen by Phillips. Here comes Phillips. Phillips going to run in, shows the runner up. No good. She goes to the floor. Bear from behind. Heading to Feltkowski. Feltkowski has the basketball. Finds Etzel. Etzel to Villa. Villa's going to drive. She's stripped by Bear. Bear's with Feltkowski all over. She pulls up, hands it to Lele, and let's start the offense. Tajay wants it down low on the post. They can get it to her. Phillips made a pass, thought she was going to get somebody breaking the backside, and it didn't go. Turnover on the Lady Dragons. Reagan Thomas in the lineup now. Bear off. Shot by Godwin from the corner. No good. Rebounded there by number 5, which was Etzel. Etzel puts up the shot. No good. There's a battle for it. Tipped away. Off the hand of Lele Carter and out of bounds. The Natives are starting to get restless, both sides here. Wanting something to be called. It's good defense down there. Both going after it.
Yeah, it's kind of snowballing on these officials. They don't make a call on one end, and then they feel like they can't make one on the other end, and then it just
Feltkowski lets
gets
that
out of hand.
Rebounded there by Villa. Bodies go flying there as she picked up the basketball. It's Reagan Thomas. Ball knocked out of bounds. Inbound throw to Etzel. Etzel. Villa over the back. They're going to finally call a good defensive positioning there by Reagan Thomas, using her body to her advantage.
As bad as this stretch has been here for the last couple minutes, we're still up 6. We've got the ball. If we could get a good shot right here, we're still in firm control of the game, feels like to me.
Up by 6, 3 minutes to go. Shot on the way by Tajay Lewis. There to rebound. Ahead to Feltkowski. Feltkowski looks over, sees Etzel. Fouled by Lele Carter. That'll be Lele's 3rd.
That's what's frustrating. It's been super physical for stretches, and then they call a little hand check foul. Kind of hard to settle in.
Waiting to come in. Feltkowski lets it fly. There to rebound is Etzel. Etzel's going to let the three-pointer go. Cha-ching! Give it to him. And it's now
a little chippy right there going back to the benches between Reagan Thomas and one of the
27-24. A 9-point run for the Lady Wildcats of Welch. Just need to continue to do what we're doing. We're getting some good looks. We got to continue to take it inside. Continue to try to see if we can work on some things. Wiggin with 3 fouls. You got Villa and Feltkowski with 2 fouls. Get to that 3rd foul, you start thinking, how much can we go? .257, 27-24. Dewar leads Welch here at the Kendall Suter Invitational Classic. So it's going to be a chess match. We've kind of went to the outside game. I still think we got to attack it. I think you got to attack the basket.
Yeah,
and at least go inside out and have it where it's a catch and shoot, not just go down there and then kick it out and shoot it. I mean, there's a difference, and I think they're going to get worked out.
We're definitely settling for the first decent shot instead of getting the best shot we can.
Lainey Taylor, Lele Carter, Phillips, Tajay Lewis, and Reagan Thomas, your 5. Giving us some valuable minutes here to get some breathers in. Blaney was trapped, tried to get rid of it. Here comes Feltkowski. Could have had a walk, could have had this. They just called it out of bounds.
Yeah, that was
Looked like an ugly game of Twister up here at half court, and then it turned into, I'm just going to let it play out and give the Dragons the ball.
they really got us extended on offense.
Tajay off the foot of Villa, scramble for the ball. Called a jump ball. Possession here in favor of the Dragons here. The lead has vanquished to 3. We need to answer. Runner up, rebounded by Tajay. Tajay missed the shot. Phillips had a runner, didn't go. Here comes Villa. Villa's throw inside to number 5. She shoots it up and over the basket, over the backboard and out of bounds. That was Cammie Etzel. The Dragons had a good look inside, just couldn't get it to fall. Cross
really
court.
need a bucket right here to stove off some momentum.
Tajay drove the baseline, put up a shot off the rim and off the hand there of Majan Wiggin of Welch, out of bounds. Lele from downtown, air ball, and it goes the other way.
Lele looks a little gashed. She was kind of bent over before that inbounds play.
Seems like when it rains, it pours.
It's a walk.
Jump ball, possession arrow, 141, Dragons with a 3-point lead. Possession arrow goes to the Welch Lady Wildcats. Etzel with it to Villa. Villa over to Wiggin. Wiggin drives. Dishes inside. Carried the basketball. And a turnover by the Wildcats over the Dragons. 3-point advantage here. Laney Taylor is going to pass, and no one moved, and turns it over. Here comes Villa. Her shot up, rolls off, no good. Lele. Tajay. Lele tipped it to Tajay. Here comes Taj. She's going to go to the rack. Look at the moves! Tajay! Just what the doctor ordered when we needed it. Basket, Lady Dragons by Tajay Lewis. Laney Taylor, it's a good hustle foul right there. We'll take it, stops the action. She's got one to burn.
One thing that's hurt us is we've been wanting to get in our press, but we can't get in our press unless we're scoring, and we finally got a bucket there, and it allowed us to get in our press. And as long as we can put some pressure on them, we get some turnovers and some easy baskets.
Dudkowski inside to number 20, Wiggin. Wiggin kicks it out to Villa. She buries the treasure. 29-27, 35 seconds to go. Here comes Phillips. Reagan Thomas injured on the play. Here comes Bree Harville. So officials timeout to help Reagan off the floor. She fell and must have hit her mouth on the floor, so they're going to check her out on the bench. And I think Coach Castleberry's not too happy with some of the stuff. Now they call that. Call the foul on Cammie Etzel, her second. Personal second team foul this quarter. Bear over to Lele. Lele with the sweet baby jumper. Phillips puts it up. Can't fall. Tajay gets it. Back on the backside to Bree for two. She drops the deuce. 31-27.
Another double dribble.
Etzel. Jump stop. Shoots it. Goes down. Cammie Etzel. 12 on the night for her. 31-29. We have a dandy in Welch. were outscored 14-6 that period.
Well, I've always told myself if I got an opportunity to be on one of these Squirtle broadcasts, I wouldn't be one of those guys that is negative about the officiating. But, man, it's been hard to figure out what they're going to call and what they're not going to call. That was about as physical of a quarter of basketball as I've seen, and I think there was only seven fouls called. Neither team got to the free throw line.
And there were bodies flying. They wouldn't call anything, but you just a little touch foul is all they call. Or something was so obvious when like when Tajay went in there and they knocked her into the wall. I mean, you almost have to call that. So
well, the play with Reagan where she hit her mouth on the floor, that's either a travel, a jump ball, or a foul, and instead they just let it go, and it results in them picking up a loose ball and hitting a three.
So they'll regroup. We're 8 minutes away. 2-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Possession arrow in their favor. Basketball's a game of runs.
A few of our girls look a little bit worn down, but hopefully they can get their second win right here and finish this fourth quarter off strong.
Dragons have it. Lele kicks it out to Bear. Bear says, why not? No good. Rebounded by Tall J. Over to Lele. Lele up. Gets the roll. Flush it. Give it to her. Flush it. Lele Carter. Free throw down. 34-29. After you score, you can press. It's going to send Etzel to the line for two. Going to call a foul on Bree Harville. Oh, they call on Lele, and that's her fourth. That's going to be a big thing right there. Down the stretch, Lele with four. Both free throws down, 34-31 Lady Dragons. Threw into two right there. Bodies everywhere.
Goodness
Nothing
gracious.
called. They get away with it. They're going to call the block on Lele Carter.
The Welch coach was trying to get a timeout, but
Lele Carter. It's 5 on Lele. She's finished on the evening. 7 points on the night for her. 5 fouls. Reagan's back in. 3-point lead. 7.5 to go here. Over on the side. Drive to the hole. Up. No good. Rebounded by Tall J.
that's not a jump ball.
They're calling the jump
They're
ball.
all over her.
So the possession arrow in favor of Welch. 3 on the way, and it's good. Cammie Etzel, we're tied at 34 here in Welch.
Goodness gracious.
Tajay's going to take it to the rack. Shot up. 6:52.
There could have been 3 fouls called on that attack right there to the rim.
Getting a trap set. Get us over across the timeline. Etzel has it. Tajay Lewis ties it up. This time goes to possession of the Lady Dragons. We're tied at 34. 6.5 to go here in the finals here in the fourth quarter. Dragons up as much as 12 at one time. Phillips goes in, bodies flying.
Finally. Phillips is going to have to step up. She can go by her girl anytime she wants.
They call that foul on number 20, which is Majan Wiggand, her fourth. That'll put Phillips to the free throw line. First and up and in. 35-34, Dragons take the lead once again. And it's in. 11 points on the night for Phillips. 23 with the basketball is Godwin. Reagan Thomas. They're going to call the foul on Reagan.
Reagan's going to get hers, and I don't think anybody has a problem with it.
No, and then the other thing is it's a good one. And again, and it lets us set the defense.
Her and number 20 are having words right now.
20's got 4 fouls, Wiggin. Ball goes out of bounds. Lady Dragons get the turnovers. The pressure is being applied.
We're going to have an issue here if these referees don't get control of this.
Bree with it. Inside to Tajay. Tajay. Back to Phillips. Looks to Bree on the side. Here comes Reagan under the bucket. Gives it to Tajay. Pass down low. They're going to call the jump ball. Possession arrow. Possession arrow goes to Welch.
I'd really like to see Phillips attack that gap right there or get a ball
right there,
reversal.
I think if she just went to the rack, she would have probably got fouled.
Yeah, it's just been a question of whether they call it or not.
Yep. Here we go. 5:35 to go. Dragons lead by 2. Welch has never led in this ball game. Off the foot of Cammie Etzel and out of bounds. Dragons get it.
I don't know if it's scheme or not, but if our bottom girls on the 2-3 could help out a little bit on the wings until our top girls could get there. But I'm not sure if Castleberry has instructed them to stay down there.
Whitney Godwin called for her second personal foul there. 5:15 to go. Dragons lead by 2. Need to add to that lead. Tajay lets one fly. Give it to her. Tajay for 2 more. Puts us up 38-34, 5:04 to go. End of contest. Bear needs to back off. Coach Godwin wants a timeout. So Coach Castleberry, Coach Lawson getting after it.
Little update from the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City with Bedlam basketball. OU leads Oklahoma State 36-22 with 1:52 to go in the first half.
Well, Joey, after going to the concert last night, somehow or another, he was blessed with Bedlam basketball tickets. The Osterdock brothers and that bunch had tickets, and I guess that's where he's at. He said, go to Welch or go to the Bedlam. He could have come here and had Bedlam.
Well, I know Toby Rowland ain't got nothing on us, Joe.
That's right. How did the Army-Navy game turn out?
Navy pulled the upset.
Navy upsets Army.
Yeah.
Anchors away.
OU better look out in their bowl game if they got enough players to play.
4:58 to go. Dragons lead by 4. Possession arrow in favor of the Dragons. Trying to inbound the basketball. Both teams with 3 personal team fouls. On 5, you go to the free charity stripe for 2. Etzel with the basketball. Looks over to Fitkowski. Fitkowski lets it fly. Nicole Fitkowski with a 3-pointer. 38-37. Dragons lead by 1.
So frustrating. That's 2 that she's banked in.
Runner by Bear, no good. Rebounded by the Dragons. They're going to call the foul there on Kyla Bear.
So that's why people get upset They've been calling everything a jump ball, and that was
4
clearly a
fouls on her. It's
tie-up.
going to be survival of the fittest. One more, and Welch is in the charity stripe, and they have been splendid from the free throw line. Phillips. Feltkowski from the side. This is the left side. Work. Rebounded by Tajay Lewis.
See, the difference there is when the ball came to the wing this time, Bree was on the bottom, and she came out and hedged a little bit to help the top girl out until she could get there, and it resulted in a forced shot and a defensive rebound.
4:08 to go here in the fourth period. Dragons lead by 1. Phillips with the basketball. Bree looking for 3. Phillips kicks over to Bear. Want to let it fly. Led to the runner. No good. No one on the backside to rebound. It goes away. Dragons have never trailed in this contest. Feltkowski from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Amy Etzel and put up.
Pretty soft foul right there, but when you don't block out and you don't attack the boards to rebound right there, that's what's going to happen.
Called the foul on Phillips. That is her second. We're tied. 38-38. The Welch Lady Wildcats have tied the ball game. Dragons have never trailed in this ball game. Call the foul on Feltkowski. Nicole Feltkowski called for the foul. That'll be the 4th team foul on them. 3 on her. Phillips to Bree. Bree over to Bear. Phillips going to drive. Over to Tall J. Give it to her. Flush it. Flush it. Flush it.
Nice left-handed finish right there. Good find by Phillips. She had 3 girls on her when she went to attack right there, so somebody had to be open, and she found her.
Villa called the foul, her second personal. Tajay gives the Dragons a 2-point lead. They're going to call the basket. She was set. They're going to call the block, count the basket, and flush it.
That could have went either way. She wasn't set, but the girl extended her forearm and pushed off, so could have went either way. Didn't go our way.
And the clock never started. It was 3:13. She missed a free throw. Tall J gets it.
Now they're running time off the clock. Look at them running time off the clock right now.
Clock running now. The clock is now running. The clock is running. And she buried the treasure. Feltkowski with another 3. They lead 43-40, the first time the Dragons have trailed. Bree looks at it. Bear, Tall J. Tall J off the foot, goes the other way. Here comes Etzel, comes to a jump stop. Going to let her shoot another 3. Cha-ching! Another Welch money ball. 12 points on the night for her, all from the charity stripe, from the 3-point line. 46-41, Welch leads the Lady Dragons. Phillips drives, puts up the shot. She's fouled.
On that previous possession, if Tajay, when she catches the ball, if she turn and face up, they can't stop her. But she turned and immediately put the ball on the floor and dribbled it off the defender's foot.
That foul was on Megan Wiggin. That was her 5th foul. They haven't got her off the court. I know sometimes running the clock, we've all had to do it at different times. The clock didn't start after the made free throw down here.
Yeah.
Then they started.
Yeah, they were trying to make up for the mistake, and after that point, you can't make up for it. You just got to try to be right for the rest of the game.
There. Phillips' first free throw down, 46-42. 46-43. Made basket. Stolen by Phillips. Phillips puts it down. Flush it. $46-45. No quitting the Lady Dragons here. We have a dandy in Welch.
If she makes this free throw, if I was Castleberry, I would maybe take a timeout, catch our breath, and get the press set up.
Phillips ties the basketball game back up, 46-46. 2:11 to go. Clock is not started. The clock is not started. The clock is not started. Stolen by the Lady Dragons. Ball is loose. At least she knocked it out that way. 2:11, the clock never started. .206. Under 2 minutes, tie ball game. Survival of the fittest. Cha-ching. No, clang, clang, clang. Rebounded. Felkowski goes in.
Out.
They're going to call the foul on Tajay Lewis. That's going to send...
I'm getting upset at the clock keeper, but I'm doing a terrible job on the camera right here, getting caught up watching the game. I apologize.
Well, excuse me, I had to yell that because I got in the moment too. Free throw, no good.
What we missed on this end was a girl just ran full speed into Tajay, and they called the foul on us.
She missed the first one. And the second, Tajay with the rebound.
Good box out right there. Goodness gracious.
They're going to call the foul now. That's going to send Tajay Lewis to the line, tied 46-46. We have a dandy in Welch. That is 4 fouls on Whitney Godwin. This one goes overtime. Boy, it could be something with the amount of fouls that some of them have. Tajay does what she does. The lead goes back to the Lady Dragons, 47-46. 145 to go. I apologize for losing my composure momentarily. We missed the free throw there. They're going to call the foul instead of the jump ball. And the foul goes to Kyla Bear.
Well, we got one official that everything's a jump ball. The other referee, everything's a foul sometimes, part of the time.
5 fouls, no points for Kyla Bear, but it's going to send them to the line to shoot a pair. So Coach Castleberry is going to take a full timeout here, the full enchilada, to talk about this. Boy, this is Dragons lead 47-46, 1 minute, 37 seconds to go.
It's
just
going to
come down to free throw
chaos.
shooting.
Been pure chaos. They're going to really struggle in this boys game if they can't keep up with the action.
Coach Godwin talks to his troops. Coach Castleberry gets his together. A lot of basketball to be played here. We answered that question, so we know the Dragons are going to have to dig in a little bit more. And who will that be to come on the floor?
I think we got to get the ball in Phillips' hands and let her initiate the offense and get the ball back to her, and maybe she can get to the free throw line and attack.
And it's going to be the Laniac, Laney Taylor, along with Bree, Reagan, Skylar, Tajay. Putting Cammie Etzel on the line to shoot a pair. First one's up, no good.
Welch giving up the chance for an offensive rebound here.
And she hits the second. We're tied at 47, 1:37 to go. Phillips with the basketball. Tajay outside. Phillips with a reset here with 1:20 to go.
Phillips got herself in trouble there, got in the corner and picked up her dribble. Having a hard time telling if they're in a 1-2-2 or a 1-3-1. Either way, it's pretty extended out. If we could get Tajay to the high post area, I thought
he might put her on the high post and then have one of them on the backside and have them spread out. Or even 5 out and have her on that short corner down there working.
Yeah.
Try to get a diagonal lob either way. But they don't pay me to what I would do, so it'll be what they do. 1:08 to go, tied at 47. We have a dandy here in Welch. Dragons have to get the ball inbounds here. Under the basket. Tajay has it. Phillips has it. She's going to drive the baseline. To Laney Taylor. Laney dribbles back out. Boy, they had a look down there, and Tajay was wide open momentarily. And I really thought she was back on the backside if she'd have just looked. 49 seconds to go, tied. Tajay has it. Lets it fly. No good. They're going to call a walk. They call the walk on Welch. The Dragons get a break here. Inbound play.
I don't, it worked out for us, but that was insane.
Laniak. Reagan Thomas with big rebound. She's fouled from behind by number 24, Nicole Felknowski.
Tough offensive rebound there by Reagan Thomas.
That's 4 on Felknowski, their three-point shooter. Ray, first free throw up and no good. This could make it 48-47 with 36 seconds to go here in the ball game. It's up and in. 48-47. That's the ball's loose. Dragons have it. They tried to get it ahead to Bree. Bree couldn't get it. They're going to call the touch foul on Bree with 27 seconds to go. Send it in the line to shoot a pair. On the other hand, they called it on number 15, which is Tajay Lewis. Before Bree got there, he's going to put Nitkowski on the free throw line. Filkowski's first one up. We're tied at 48, 27 seconds to go. A dandy here in Dewar. Missed it.
That can't happen right there. They don't even have anybody down there to rebound except for the shooter.
And we had got a jump ball. We got it on a jump ball.
Very fortunate right there.
Tied at 27 seconds to go. 48-48. Clock under. Over to Tajay. Tajay back to Skylar Phillips. Laney Taylor. Taylor's pass stolen away. Knocked away by Reagan Thomas. 6.4 to go.
Great effort by Reagan right there to take away a for sure layup.
This is one of those ifas, couldas, shouldas, wouldas. If. It's been a little bit of everything tonight, Maddie Ross.
Yes, it has.
6.4 to go. Didn't start the clock, started the clock.
Normally I'd say we'd be all right here, play good solid defense, but you never know what's going to be called right here in this situation as far as jump balls or fouls or double dribbles. Sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't.
8 3-pointers tonight at the most inopportune time. 4 of them in this period. Dragons led by as much as 12 in this ball contest. Inbounds pass. We're going to overtime. We're tied at 48.
Castleberry started calling a timeout as soon as we got the ball there, and neither official would acknowledge him.
So we have a dandy here in Welch in the Ken Suter Invitational Classic. Dragons have led by as many as 12. Tied at 48, it's a new ball game. And it's going to be survival of the fittest because it's down to who has 4 fouls. If Wiggin has already fouled out, 3 on Etzel, 4 on Godwin, 4 on Feltkowski, and 3 on Villa. So it's going to come down to that. It's going to come down to free throw shooting.
I kind of find it ironic. It's almost like these officials have called the game the way they have because they want to get out of here, but the way they've called the game is what's led us to going to an extra period right here. Just inconsistency.
48-48. The Dragons come out. It's going to be Laney Taylor, Reagan Thomas.
We just got to get the ball in the right people's hands.
Tajay Schuyler.
We got to flip around on the tip here, girls.
Tajay. She's not in the circle.
I guess since
so we had the tip, and I guess it hit the floor and didn't touch by anybody, so it's like catching in a circle. Turnover for the Dragons. So coming out of that with the inbounds, there's a fly, lets it fly, no good. Rebounded by Tajay Lewis. Lewis wants to get ahead to Schuyler. Schuyler's going to drive to the rack. Lays it up and in. Sky Phillips. 50-48, Dragons lead, 3:34 to go in overtime. Laney Taylor, Etzel, back over to Feltkowski.
Good rotation there.
Jump ball, Laney Taylor with the hustle there.
I feel like Welch expended a lot of energy to make this little comeback. I wouldn't be surprised to see us just win this quarter by 10 or this overtime period.
Well, remember, we don't have to be in a big hurry. We're ahead. Nothing but a good shot here. Phillips going to go to the rack again. She was bumped. Loose ball. Laney Taylor's there. They're going to call a jump ball. Laney hustled to get it. Thought she was fouled trying to get it. Jump ball. Dragons lead. 3 minutes to go. 50-48 here in overtime in Welch. Feltnowski with the basketball. Over to Etzel. Etzel to the top to Villa. Villa drives to the rack. Wants to pass the ball over to Godwin. Godwin drives, puts up the shot, no good. Thomas goes for it. Phillips contested. Etzel shot, no good. Rebounded by Taljay. Taljay's going to pivot out. Taljay's going the length of court. It had to breathe for 2. She drops the deuce. We're up by 4 as she drops the deuce.
Oh, great alliteration there.
Phillips with it. Rebound down there. Fight for it. Nobody wants it. Didn't call anything. 2 minutes to go. Dragons lead by 4. That's Reagan Thomas. Once again, I thought that was good position.
Yeah, she might have been a step late. She saw it coming, maybe a step late. These girls are exhausted.
That's going to send Nicole Feltkowski to the line.
Be all right here. We just got to box out and rebound.
Free throw no good. $1:59 to go, under 2 minutes in overtime. She misses the second one.
We didn't block out the shooter that time.
The rebound off the hand of Villa and out of bounds, and the Dragons are going to get it. Phillips being harassed up there by Etzel, who has 3 fouls. They're amping their pressure up. Lainey Taylor couldn't catch it. Turnover. And out of bounds, she dribbles out of bounds. Good defense down there by them holding their ground. Laney and Tajay held their ground. She fell to the floor. The basketball goes
for Phillips here and get her open.
Here comes Phillips. Phillips ahead to Bree. Bree puts up the shot, drops it in.
Good
Bree Harville.
Move right there.
54-48 Lady Dragons. Phillips all on the floor. Jump ball, possession arrow Dragons. Steve was wanting a timeout, thinking we had the basketball. No timeout called. Dragons possession arrow going their way, up 6. 1:34 to go. Inside to Tajay. Tajay drops the deuce. Up by 8. $126.
2 points away from my prediction.
They're bringing in some fresh bodies here. Vanessa Aguilar back in the ball game. She played early in the first half.
They're going to foul. They're bringing these girls in to foul right here, probably here in a second. Probably shooters.
Doing the old washing machine.
This got to be some kind of record for jump balls.
Turnover on the walk.
It's like a tri-county first and second grade basketball game.
Laney Taylor with a basketball. Ahead to Phillips. Find her.
Stay off the sideline.
Phillips going to dribble the basketball. Goes rack. Nice pass on the back at the diagonal down to Thomas. She goes up the shot and she's hammered. 56-48, 105 to go. Here in the finals in overtime in Welch. Thomas. Big free throw there. $57-48, under a minute. Etzel with the basketball. Up to Villa. Blocked by Tajay. Ahead to Bree. Bree's down under the bucket. Lays it off the glass. No good. We go the other way. Here comes Villa.
Got to use your left
38
hand there.
to go. Jump ball, possession arrow.
Over under how many more jump balls in this last 34 seconds, Coach Fowler? I'm going to go with 3.
Inbound at right side. Almost hit the backboard, got it away. Villa has it. Laney Taylor steals it. Here comes Phillips. Goes ahead to Bree.
Oh, she's going to get to that right side this time.
Bree drives the rack, no call. Dragons have it as it's tipped out of bounds.
I'd just pull it out right here, make them come get us and foul us.
57-48. The Lady Dragons have won this one in overtime. It's all over but the crying here in Welch as the Lady Dragons withstood the storm, leading by as much as 12. Come back to win this one by 9 in overtime. The girls are exhausted by both teams. Let's hear it for both clubs. Excellent battle tonight. Dragons in their first appearance here in the Ken Suter
What a great effort by the girls.
Invitational Classic. And then Lady
Great
Dragons
effort
with the championship.
Great effort by the girls. I'm going to get out of here and get ready for the boys' game.
Just ready to go. We're still on. "17 points for Skylar Phillips tonight. 12 for Bree Harville, 7 for Lele Carter.